Right, howdy folks, how are we doing? Now, a few hours ago I put a post on YouTube that some of you will have seen of a photo of one of my goldfish in the viewing tower, just as a taster to see if you guys would like to see that or not. But I was going to do a video anyway because I think it's quite interesting, and I've always had a bit of a passion for the old fish and that sort of thing. So first things first, we're going to I'm just going to skim it a bit. It's a daily thing at the minute. Whilst I'll just give you the sort of the basic specs of the pond. Right, so just doing a bit of skimming now before we get going. Just a straight pond, straight swimming pool skimming net. Helps keep the debris off the surface, keeps the pond clean. Now the pond has been going for, well, I dug it at the start of lockdown about 2 months ago, and I think it's been running with pump and filter on it for over a month, probably about 5 weeks before it got fish and plants introduced in it. So the water had a good time to settle down and get filtrated and become somewhere decent for the fish to live like. It's roughly a 4,500 litre pond, 4,500 to 5,000 litre, just about, somewhere around there. I've got a Pond Expert 16,000 litre per hour pump down there. That's feeding a Pond Expert pressurised 40,000 litre per hour filter. So I'm well spec'd on pump and filtration, which is important to keep it clean, especially when it takes quite a bit of sun during the day. The sun tracks round, and it does see a lot of sun, so there is good chance for it to get algae built up. Right, so this is literally just a 50 litre standard aquarium fish tank. And what I've got here is a standard magnetic glass cleaner. You've got a magnet on the outside, magnet on the inside, and move the outside one and it moves the inside one, so you can just keep the algae at bay on it. So obviously it does need a bit of maintenance to keep it clean, so it's been about every week so far. Right, so what I've got here are some standard koi floating fish sticks, and all you do is you release them under the tank like that. They float to the surface, and then the old fishies will munch away. They'll go in there and be quite happy. So there's Zippy going in now. You can see why he's called Zippy. He's got a bit of a zip along his back. He's orange like Zippy off of a rainbow. But look at that. That's a good shot there with all the different sizes in there. And like I say, it gives you a view of the fish that you don't get looking under the surface of the water. I think it's brilliant. And once the plants either side, they grow up a bit, and they'll just camouflage it a bit more, and it will look a bit more natural. But it's, for what it cost and how easy it was to do, I think it's fantastic. So if you've got a pond at home and that, and you fancy having a better look at your fish, it's the way, it's a good way of doing it. Another one of the koi there. Look at that, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, this all started back, I don't know, 20, how old am I? Yeah, 25 years ago. Helped my dad build a pond at home. That was a bit smaller than this. That was it's an 8 by 6 pond, I think. But Mum's now got some real big koi in it now. They've grown, they've grown to the size of the pond, but they have grown over the years. And there's some fantastic koi in there now, and that's where it all sort of started, helping my dad dig that out and help him do all that. And now my own place and that, it's something I've always wanted to do, with the waterfall and the rockery and all that. So yeah, it's fantastic. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to let it play now for a bit. You can just watch some underwater footage of the fish and a bit more of them going up in the tank and feeding. Incidentally, I thought it would take a lot longer to train them to go in the tank and feeding. But literally 4 or 5 days, once I got them so that they were hungry enough to wait for the food, for me to put the food in, it was straight up there.